Just the final quantities here today. And this is another one that we were pretty flipped out over, because when we talk about absolute, we treat these stones like fine jewelry. And we do that for a reason, because these are the world's finest simulated diamonds. So we use only precious metals, precious sterling silver, solid gold settings for these. These are cut by diamond cutters, set by diamond setters. So we do pull out all the stops to help ensure that you are getting superb quality jewelry that you will be very proud to wear. I adore this. I think you will as well. We have it in the clear, we have it in pink, and we have it in canary. We have it in a 7-inch, we have it in an 8-inch length. So we have 2 different lengths available. We're offering it for $34.98. And if you want either the yellow or the white, we have those only in the medium large, which I believe measures 8 inches. And then the pink right now, for that beautiful pink diamond look, we have that in both sizes. This is a gorgeous bracelet. I love it. So Paul, do you have a favorite in this grouping?
You know, I was gonna say the pink, but I love that yellow too. And you wear yellow so beautifully that I'm like, I don't, but I like them all. Listen, this kind of nails 3 trends in the world. The #1 selling diamond bracelet in the world is the tennis bracelet, or the line bracelet. The #1 trend in line bracelets is color. It's all about color. And the #3 trend is stacking. Nobody just wears 1 anymore. Everybody wears 3 or 5 or 7, whatever you feel comfortable with. Always choose an odd number though. So this is a way to add to your stack in a really believable way. And Colleen, I just want to mention, if you're new to Absolute, our cubic zirconia is, in my opinion, the finest in the world. There are less than a handful of manufacturers who are approved to create stones for us, to grow them for us in the way they have always done. And the final quality, the color is perfect, the cuts are perfect, the clarity is perfect. Everything that you would expect from a diamond bracelet is right here for just pennies on the dollar. But nobody will know. It looks, in fact, if you have a real diamond bracelet, stack these with it, it just makes it look like you got more.
Exactly. So you guys, if you want to add to your collection, if you want to wear that one beautiful, sleek little slice on your wrist, because that's what happens with a diamond-looking bracelet like this, and this is diamond-like. This is diamond-looking. Nobody would think for 1 second, look at it, it's not too big, it's just the perfect size. Nobody would ever guess that you were not wearing the perfect, most beautiful, pristine diamond bracelet. I'm obsessed with the canary. Many of you heard me say that my wedding ring is a canary diamond, and so I love those yellow diamonds, and this is so gorgeous. So think about that one if you'd like to add the canary, and then we also have a few in that beautiful pink. So whichever color you're thinking about, this is your chance to add something sparkling and dazzling and beautiful and new. I love it just like that one just next to a favorite watch. By the way, this is one of our favorite watches that's back in stock. We've sold thousands of this watch in the past, and it's back at $10 off for the birthday event today. So we'll talk about that beautiful status watch coming up in just a little while. But a tennis bracelet, this style is probably one of, I know it's the most popular selling style, it's probably one of the longest running, most popular designs of all time, isn't it?
Oh, it's over 100 years old. And we called it a line bracelet, you know, at first. It wasn't until Chrissy Everett lost hers on the tennis court that it changed to a tennis bracelet. I think that was in the 70s. You know, the other thing I forgot to mention, this comes in 2 sizes, small, medium, and medium large. Small, medium is 7 inches, and medium large is 8. And I didn't want to leave that out because I know you want to make the right decision about where you want it to hit on your wrist. Most important thing is the saturation of the color. This is the deepest, most gorgeous, sunshiny yellow diamond look that you will ever see. And the pink is luscious, peony pink. I mean, it's just so rich. It looks like it only comes around once a year, and you get to wear it all year long. So if you're a pink girl, go for the pink. If you follow Colleen, go for the canary. If you're like me, I'm a circus of color. I would wear them all. That's what I do.
You know what? I would too, because they're so subtle. I would absolutely layer these together. If you're, I mean, for $35, you just wait till you see this. Anybody who buys, this is an instant perfect 5-star reviewed item. I'm just guessing that, but I can't imagine one person being disappointed with that bracelet. It is so perfect. It's just absolutely beautiful, right down to the clasp that is the insert clasp. All right, if you're ordering it, hold on. Now, if you're wondering about the watch that I'm wearing, this looks like $1 million. This is a status watch. It looks like, you know, that 20, 30